Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about my experience with getting electrolysis, which is a permanent way of getting hair removal. I've had some done on my face and also in my nether regions in preparation for my SRS surgery, also known as a vaginoplasty. And so today I just want to talk a little bit about my experience and some of like the process and like the treatments and like how it works and the pricing and all of that fun jazz. Alright, so I started getting my face done like a while ago, probably almost a year ago, and I went to a place called Benton Method in Philadelphia. And I want to give a little shout out to Marlene. She's such a sweetheart. She's the one that does the electrolysis there. Alright, so if you're not familiar with electrolysis, basically it is a permanent way of removing the hair, and it's done by going into each hair follicle with like a little needle that they use heat and electricity, and it goes in and basically damages the hair follicle, and then once the pore grows shut again, the hair will no longer grow in there. I'm not really too familiar with laser treatments. I never did laser. I just went right into electrolysis, and so I can only give my 2 cents on electrolysis. You don't have to be transgender to get electrolysis, but if you are transgender, especially a trans female, like removing your facial hair is a lot of times like a really, essential part of your transition. Also, for any trans person really that wants a genital surgery, most surgeons nowadays will require you to have electrolysis hair removal treatments done in your nether regions. I mean, because especially for the surgery that I'm getting, you need to have the hair completely gone because, parts are not going to be inside of you, and once they're inside, you can not revert them. So yeah, you need to get rid of the hair, hun. So anyway, yeah. Alright, so let me start. So my face, I would go usually for like a half-hour session at a time. Where I was going, it was $50 for a half an hour, $100 for an hour. I would normally just use a topical numbing ointment. This is what I would use. It is the lidocaine. I just contacted my healthcare physician, and I don't know if it's whatever. Yeah, I just contacted my healthcare physician, and they sent me in a prescription for that, and I went and picked it up. It was very affordable. It does help take away a little bit of the sting. So if you've never had electrolysis, basically what it feels like is having a bee sting, and then someone taking a lighter and lighting like that spot up. So yeah, it is not comfortable at all. The skin's a little bit more delicate, and I think they don't really have to use as much power. The less coarse the hair is, the less power they have to use to remove the hair. I kind of stopped getting my treatments done there because I had to get my nether regions done, and they don't do injections there. So the reason for injections is to completely numb you up. It's also done with lidocaine, but in the form of injections, which makes the area completely numb, and then they can work for longer periods of time. So for my nether regions, I went to the Papillon Center in New Hope, Pennsylvania, and this center works for Dr. Christine McGinn, who is a world-renowned plastic surgeon specializing in transgender surgeries. She's been doing this for 13 years. I did actually get to meet her. She did my injections one day. She's amazing. She's very, very knowledgeable. She's a very, very great person. She's very holistic, and just overall she knows her shit, and she loves what she does. I want to give a shout out to Crystal. She does the injections there, and I also want to give a shout out to Ramona. Hey girl. She was the one that actually did my hair removal treatments. Everyone there is super, super sweet. They were all very nice. They were very kind. They're very professional, and they made it as easy as of an experience as possible. It is invasive, but you know, if you really want this surgery and it's something you really want, if you're getting the hair removed for like, you know, a transgender surgery, it's definitely like worth it. Again, you don't have to be transgender to go. So anyone can really get this. If you want the hair like removed on your face or any part of your body, you can get electrolysis done. But for me, I was obviously getting it done in preparation for my vaginoplasty. So the Papillon Center requires, if you're getting it done for like a genital surgery, if you're getting hair removed there for that, they require you to have 6 sessions, and you go once a month, and you can either get them with injections or without. I chose with. My price was $130 per hour with injections, and I forget what it is without the injections, but you could always call them, and I'll make sure to leave a link below to the Papillon Center. They're very sweet. I don't remember. The rate did go up while I was in the process, so it is very pricey. However, I don't know, if you really want this surgery, like, it'll be worth it. And if you can try to get the extra money somehow to be able to do it with the injections, I totally recommend it. It's so painful. And the injections, you know, the injections are also painful. But honestly, I'd rather like a minute or two of that than 3 or 4 hours of the pain from the actual hair removal. So a little bit about the injection needle. I'm going to give TMI, so if you do not like needles, I would not keep listening, but it is a 4-inch needle. I shit you not. I mean, this needle is like this long. But it is that way because basically what they'll do is they will like poke you, and then basically they kind of like inject the medicine like this so that they can cover more surface area. So it makes sense. But, you know, people just think that they're going to be able to get this like little needle, get a little prick, and be, you know, numbed up. But honestly, it's all a head game. If you just kind of not think about it, like, you'll be fine. Crystal's very sweet. She's very quick. She knows what she's doing. And honestly, within like a few minutes of her, like, you know, well, seconds actually, you do start kind of like numbing up, and it does kind of take a lot of the like edge off of it. Just lay still, breathe. You got this. Because honestly, once you're numb, like, you're numb. And then they can do the treatment, and then the hair is gone. Let me cover a little bit of like the aftercare of it and like beforehand. Definitely you want to stay very hydrated, because the more hydrated you are, it's actually easier for them to like remove the hair, so they can actually like work faster and get more done. And so then, like, you definitely afterward, you do not, and I repeat, you do not want to exfoliate the area. You know, you have to remember that these are open pores, and, you know, they need to heal and close up, and so you need to keep the area very clean. So no exfoliation, do not scrub over them. I basically just let the water run over them in the shower, just kind of like use my hands and like, you know, rinse the area with water, or even just like a little bit of extra soap kind of from my body, but you don't want to scrub it. And what you do want to use is handy dandy witch hazel. So this is what I use here, just the generic brand. You can also use this on your face if you're getting electrolysis on your face. This is really good for helping keep the area clean, and it helps with hyperpigmentation over time. Alright, so I apologize if the lighting has changed, or if the position or whatever of the camera changed, but I totally like filmed that and then forgot a quick little piece of information that I thought was kind of important that I think I like totally left out. And that is, you are going to scab after the treatments, and that's totally normal, but that's kind of one of the reasons you don't want to exfoliate, because you want to let those scabs heal the pore and then fall off of the hair follicle like on its own. So let the scabs there, let them fall off. And if you have any swelling, I normally have swelling for maybe like a day or two. That'll go down. If you really need to, you can always put ice on it. I also get like a lot of like bruising, which normally takes about 2 or 3 weeks to like fully heal. But like the initial like soreness and like scabbing and stuff, normally with doing my like aftercare treatments of the witch hazel and then the bacitracin twice a day, normally about a week and a half is normally all I need until the like majority of it is healed, the scabs have fallen off, and then I'll just like continue to do witch hazel for like maybe like 2 weeks, just to then help with like the hyperpigmentation of it. But yeah, I just had to like throw that in there because I think I was forgetting to mention that. So yeah, don't be alarmed. There will be some bruising and some swelling and stuff, but you'll be fine. Just drink a lot of water, and it might be sore to move around, but just really keep up with your aftercare of it. You know, it is important. Keep the area clean, and you'll be fine. Also, quick little tip. It's TMI, but I do want to like give this little tip out. When you first like come home after your treatment or whatever, like please peel your underwear off slowly. Because unless you want it to feel like you're getting a Brazilian wax, I suggest you just peel them off very slowly. With all the creams and stuff, it does stick, and it will hurt. So, little TMI, but I just like had to throw that out there. Also, I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video, when I was getting the treatments done on my face, again, no exfoliation yet. You don't want to be using any of your like toners or like your, you know, your moisturizers and stuff. So like my face, I would wash my face everywhere else, and then I would just leave that area go and put on Calamine Plus lotion. So this is what I was using on my face. You could use witch hazel, but you definitely want to hold off for like 2 days on like any exfoliation on your face as well. I think I waited like a week. You know, like I said earlier, like you have to remember these are like, you know, these are open pores, and you want to take care of them. But you also want to do that twice a day on your face. It is painful, but like honestly, like you can get through it. You know, I want this surgery so bad, so like to me this is just like, you know, one step. And like they even told me when I was in there, like, oh yeah, no girl, like you handle it very well, like especially with the injections. Like some people scream and like jump out of the chair. Some people say they're not ever coming back because of the injections, because of the needle. And look, I totally understand, you know, everyone has a different like pain tolerance and stuff, but a lot of it, you know, is in your head. Like you have to really, you know, just mentally like let yourself know, like, I'm okay, I'm safe, it's just what I have to do, it's a step to get there. You know, and these medical tools and stuff look scary, but they are that way for a specific reason, and they are that way to ensure that, you know, the procedure is done correctly, you know, and safely and efficiently. There we go, I'm stumbling over my words. You know, and like with the electrolysis, like it's just, especially for like a genital surgery, like it's important, you know, like, I don't know, I guess, like, don't try to be like badass about it. Like it is painful, it's gonna hurt, but like, you know, just be tough about it. But you know, like, don't try to be like, oh, I don't need to do this, I don't need to do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just listen to what you're told. You know, take care of yourself, take care of your body. You know, these people, they are professionals. Like, these people know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. They've been doing it for years. Marlene, who did my face, has been doing it for like, I think like 30 years. You know, and then like the other girls, like, you know, McGinn's been doing like the surgeries and stuff for like 13 years. You know, and they've had that like establishment there, you know, doing the treatments and stuff. So, also, I do want to mention quick, all the places that I've went to, so Benton Method and the Papillon Center, obviously do like, you know, trans care. Like they're obviously like educated on trans individuals. They know how to, like they're educated in knowing how to like take care of us. So yeah, just, you know, do your research, make sure people, you know, either provide certain services or are okay providing certain services. These places obviously are. And I think that's all for today. I think I went over everything. Yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will make sure to get back to them. And also, really quick, I just want to give a little shout out to my video. I want to give a little shout out to my video today. To my outfit today. I'm giving you 90s grunge. This top was actually my mom's. It's from like the 90s. So I was like, oh, let's go with a little 90s grunge today. So I have like a little 90s grunge makeup going on. And yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. And again, if you have any questions, leave them below. Make sure to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. And I really appreciate all the love and support I've been getting on my channel so far. And I hope to keep spreading more of that. So thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye! Full-colored moon.